Because when you did the Attitude album with Troop, I mean, My Music is one of my favorite tracks on the album.
Ah,
But but then how does it how do you work together with this young prodigy of yours? Does it, how do you because you're both listed as writers and producers, but how does it work when you're in the studio creating the sound then?
that's easy. Well, we had Alvin Spites, who was a three-time Grammy Award-winning engineer who also started with us from like the early mid 80s.
Mm,
Alvin's passed on a couple of years ago, but he was teaching both of us as far as a lot of technical studio stuff back in the day.
mm,
And Dallas was he was very open to listening about certain things. Like he would let me edit his tracks. He would do an incredible track, but I'd be like, no, no, this goes here and this goes there. And he's like, okay, just go ahead and chop it up. So I would chop up things and be like, this is the order that it should be. He's like, okay. He didn't stress about any of it. And he'd like write part of a song. He's like, can you finish this or write part? Can you finish that? And I was like, sure, all your songs are going to be hits anyway. I'll be happy to. So,
So,
yeah.
so what you're doing, because we talk about producers all the time on this show, and there's a difference in terms of people who are just competent, technical expertise, being able to work with machines versus somebody that's more well-rounded in the whole art of production. And again, going back to your book, and
Yes.
then just the example you just provided, you are demonstrating elements of what like Quincy Jones would do. It's just not just one facet.
Oh,
You're kind of
yes.
painting the
Yes.
whole big picture. And in your book you talk about how you're the musician, you're the songwriter, you're the vocalist, and then you direct other musicians. You talk about this in your book. You're doing all of
Yeah.
these things, but yet and still, I'm sure as this unfolds within the credit, the notoriety, it goes to other people. Can you kind of explain that?
Yeah. It's simple. It's like when I say, like, this is an odd time to bring this up, but you would see like Puffy's name as producing like all kinds of stuff.
mm,
All right. Now, I don't know what instruments Puffy plays, or a lot of guys. It's like, it's okay. Because if you're directing other people, like Steven Spielberg directs a movie or Quincy Jones,
mm,
you direct other people to do things, and that's producing. You don't have to play all the parts, but I do play parts too. But if I do all of that, and because Dallas's beats were so hype, and I'd
mm,
be like, because like with Mr. DJ with Dougie Fresh, I was like, I need a hype beat, you know. We want some we want some horns and different stuff, but I want like grown people chords, almost bordering like on jazz, but not quite jazz, which you can hear in that record because I'm grown. But when I got it, I was like, okay, we got to change this, this, and this. And now I have to go find a rapper to put on the beginning of this record because I can't come in as a singer to start it off, or I'm going to kill it. What's interesting is this was the first record where the rapper who was the guest started the song, and then the singer comes in and sings the hooks. Rappers used to come in and do a guest spot down in a record, but
mm.
I knew that would be a mistake. So I had to flip it and let Dougie lead. And now every rapper is doing verses and somebody comes in and sings hooks.
Mm.
That was not the style at the time, but that's what the song demanded because of the way the hype that Dallas put into the beat. And I'm never afraid of doing something um, non-traditional, you know. And people are like, well, you can't have the rapper first. It's your record. I'm like, I don't care. It's still going to be my record. It's going to be fine. This is creatively what makes more sense.
Mm. Yeah, and
So
you
do you
had
attribute?
Heavy D doing it on Do Me Right with Guy. So Heavy starts, then they sing, and he comes back later on. And yeah, and I think Rakim does it with Jody Watley, Friends. He starts with Friends, and it's
Yep.
so I guess there was a sense of
Yeah.
actually it seems to work. Let's add others then take the
Yeah.
follow through.
Yeah.
And when you look at what she's doing, Dougie, her record is the first record that Doug collaborates on in the R&B space. He's never doing that. Miss Irby she sets that up because Dougie goes on a year later, he does it with the system, then he just
Yep.
does it later on. So you're at the forefront of all of that.
What's funny is I was doing an interview talking about having Dougie on the record, and one of the guys from the system was like, well, we had him on our record. What's special about that? And I'm thinking, I don't even know about your record, but this was a plan about something else. So, and because I never heard the record, but I know Dougie started doing other types of things. It just made sense. And he's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. But then, as I said, I don't know. I mean, how hard was it being? I mean, who else was a female producer back in those days?
It was only Patrice
Angela
Rushen, Tina Marie,
Winbush.
Patrice Rushen. Oh, Angela Winbush, incredible
Yeah.
songwriter and producer. She is, yes.
Yeah, but there weren't that many of you, and it's still to the public that just still seems a distance. So, I mean, like with getting the troupe and getting these deals to produce, how were you getting them then?
And Sylvia Rohn, a woman in
Yeah.
charge of Atlantic and Elektra Records, called and was like, I had given her some of Dallas's stuff earlier on, and she was like,
okay.
but then she was like, okay, you guys come and do True. I was like, okay, great.
Wow, that's a big call.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. And then the song we wrote together, I Will Always Love You,
Yes.
they took the music from that and it became a top 5 record for Chris Brown and Fat Joe with Mary
Yes.
J. Blige.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I did see that, and I saw the music and stuff. But were you looking, because it was Jimmy and Terry, it was LA and Babyface, Gamble and Hoff. Was the vision okay, Irby and Austin kind of thing, or
It was originally, until all the vultures came in. They were like, this kid is worth so much money. Let's just get rid of her. Okay.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that kind of.
And somewhere in between
us for even loving us, on which I did miss you.
what was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No. Okay.
They don't understand what Jonas' voice meant in all spirits.
Play it.
And all these guys, they all work together.
I mean, I love all different genres.